aviators on 995. Going up to Rocky Mount Wilson Airport. Pick up a Pilatus NGX. Taking it to Rock Hill, South Carolina this afternoon. Decided to take it this afternoon besides getting up early in the morning. And I'm thinking like 4 a.m. in the morning to get up here and pick up the plane. Because I'll be leaving out of Fayetteville and going up to Rocky Mount Wilson. About an hour and a half drive. Plane needs to be in Rock Hill at SkyTech for maintenance by 8 a.m. when they get started. So I decided to do it this afternoon, Sunday afternoon. It's a nice, beautiful day. Easy drive. I'd rather be at home relaxing Sunday afternoon at the church. Just had a big Sunday dinner, lunch dinner. But it's okay. This is my work. This is my life. So we're getting on the road here. And looks like it's about 3 o'clock, 1,500 hours for you aviators. And we should be getting to the airport here shortly. And beautiful airplane. Beautiful 2022 NGX. We'll be taking a look at and taking the plane to Rock Hill. So we'll see you soon. Aviators pulling into Rocky Mount Wilson Airport. Looks like I got quite a few folks. I got a suspicion that is the gambling folks. They come out here and catch a ride to Atlantic City called a gambling junket. My 2008 Toyota Avalon. Baby's got 220,000 miles on it. She still rides smooth. I'll see you, baby. We're gonna be gone for about a week. There she is. Don't be hating, don't be hating. NGX. Let's take her for a ride. Aviators in the Pilatus in the past, this right here can be left in the plane if the pilot or the owner's in a hurry. Planes have taken off, but this right here is still in the intake. This right here is the air or inlet intake for the turbine. So what I do is connect this intake plug to the prop strap. That way when I take off the prop strap, see if I can do it here with one hand. I'm always trying to keep it. When I take off this prop strap, there's a little wind blowing, I have to take out this inlet plug all at the same time. That I've taken off the prop strap, I come over here, this prop strap right here has to come off also. So when I've taken off both prop straps, I should have taken off the air in the plug also. It's always check this 2 or 3 times before we start up, just to make sure all the plugs are off. Of course, you can see I still got the plugs. The generator plugs are still in there, and the pitot and angle of attack is still on there. Just something to kind of keep in mind when you're taking off your plugs and covers off the Pilatus. One of our pre-flight inspections is to always check the oil. See that with this shuttle in there, but you can see that it's above the green, and so therefore we are good on the oil. I'm always looking for anything that might be hanging or swinging that shouldn't be. I don't know if you can see this or not down in the bottom of the cowling. Make sure there's nothing that's fell off down in there. But everything should be tight looking.
Do not get distracted and forget and leave that not locked. I have done that in the past. And just as soon as you start up this engine, you've got your passengers loaded up, you've got your clearance, you start this engine up, and when that engine gets fully wound up, what's going to happen, this is going to fling up in the air just like this right here. And it's going to be doing this number right here. It's one of them old crap moments. Then immediately you have to shut the engine down, come out here and lock it down, making you look like a big dummy. You big dummy. I always lock them, and I always kind of give it a bump. I'm always giving anything a bump. If anything's loose, a little bit of a bump. If anything's loose, as part of my pre-flight, I'm just kind of making sure nothing pops or loose. On the left side of the cowling, once again, you get a better view here on the back side of the sun in the shadow. Once again, I'm looking for anything that might be swinging or hanging, just came loose. I'm looking down there in the cowling, make sure there's nothing that's come off and just rolled up or just sitting down at the bottom of the cowling. Don't look like anything's caught on fire or overheated, as much as I can tell with my eye. I am not an AMP, I'm not an IA. But we do have good common sense and good eyesight, so do not get distracted and forget this. I'll do my bump, make sure it does not pop it loose. Just another cautionary on the pre-flight of the Pilatus. This right here is another. You've got it fired up, ready to taxi out, give it the throttle, thrust, nowhere. Dang! Left the chokes. Double check those chokes. So I'm here to get that, but I always like to do one more walk around before I get in. Too much is never enough. When it comes to pre-flighting an airplane. All my plugs are gone, tires are inflated. I've done a walk around, and we need to get to Rock Hill. It's getting. Here's my checklist. Actually, a checklist that I have created myself. It's just a knockoff of the original checklist of Pilatus. Just kind of made it more straightforward and simple, what I've kind of used to. So all my circuit breakers are in. All Pilatuses. Make sure all our ACS is stowed, landing gear, handle is stowed, fuel is stowed. I just kind of like run my hands over that, make sure there's nothing sticking out. Standby bus will come on. You will see the blue on light come on. And next you'll see the EPS. I know I'm a little bit out of order. It's on. We're going to test. I've got my green light test. It means it's good. And we are armed. Battery 1. I'm just saying that because I'm looking through my phone. And battery 2. This takes a few minutes, so it's a good idea to have a lot of stuff on. If you can use the ground power unit before your passengers get here, because if it's a hot day and you don't have a ground power unit to turn the AC on, it's going to be hot in here. They're going to sit back there sweating. If you've got businessmen, they're back there sweating in their suits, and they are going to hate you. Fuel boost pumps. I don't know if you can hear it come on, but I hear it and I visually see it. It's going off, right. I can hear it here and visually see, so both pumps should be working. And we're going to turn that back off. Nav beacon is on. I should already maybe have my nav on. I always like to leave my navs on, and we'll talk about that in a later video. Beacon's coming on, and engine start, and the NGX, we got our run. We're going to turn it to run,
And when you hear run, you should hear both fuel pumps on. My cast is clear. Pressing my start button, I'm pressing my brakes. 1, 2, releasing the start button. And I'm now focusing my attention on the instruments. This may get a little loud as it's cranking up. Engines will start. I'm looking for ITT not to exceed the limits. I've got starter, I've got ignition. Starter has gone out. Igniters are going out. I don't know if you can hear that. First phase has just lit off and I'm waiting on my second phase. And there comes my second phase. Still monitoring engines. And everything is in the green. Here's when I come. Electrical, cooling, heating, and clean air is coming on. As you can see, we have just landed in Rock Hill, South Carolina, the Pilatus Center, SkyTech. We're going to get out and get everything put up and cleaned up so we can get on the road and get home. Got about a 2-hour drive home. Well, I had ordered a mid-size sedan, and this is what Enterprise brought me. Wow. I've got like a 2.5 hour drive, a little bit under 2.5 hours. And this big baby, and I'm gonna get to keep it all week long. Expedition. All week long, we driving an expedition. We're gonna load up all the family. And we're gonna head out. We're gonna head out now.